Welcome to week 4 of the 31 Days of Horror, and today we're going to be talking about guilty pleasures. And guilty pleasures is funny because when you really break it down, a guilty pleasure is something that you feel guilty for enjoying. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of this proponent of words, just because I feel you should enjoy all movies. But when you hear the word guilty pleasure, you know what that means. It's those movies that maybe you feel bad for enjoying. And one of my favorite guilty pleasures, which actually has come a very long way, has to be Jennifer's Body. Jennifer's Body's tagline is, "Hell is a teenage girl," which makes a lot of sense. This is a movie that is insanely overlooked and was deeply hated when it first came out. And there were a lot of reasons for that. Some people thought Diablo Cody was too much of an aggressive writer. A lot of people think Megan Fox can't act. And then they thought that the targeting towards boys, just to have like, oh, look at me, sexy Megan Fox around, would be all that they would need. But really, when you really break this film down, it is a testament to the power of female friendship. It is a coming-of-age horror comedy that is loose around the edges. It's something that's kind of a time capsule of itself, from the music that's used to the visuals that you see, and you get this sense of re-evaluation, and it's kind of become its own feminist cult classic for a lot of reasons. When you really break the film down, there are so many great comedic moments that it is just, maybe the comedy wasn't ready for that time period, but now, upon re-looking at it, whether you are a Tumblr person or someone who's still all over Twitter or just enjoying the aesthetic of girly pop horror, Jennifer's Body is definitely one of those that's always looked at as a celebration of women. Because the story itself is about this girl who is ultimately sacrificed, and she comes back to life as a demonic entity who ultimately ends up eating boys. And even though that's kind of a big part of the tagline of what she's doing, you have an amazing performance from Megan Fox. She fits the character so well. We have an amazing Amanda Seyfried, who plays Needy, who's really the main character of the story and our hero. There are so many elements of this that works. It's fun, it's a coming-of-age story, it's bloody, it's a monster movie. And like I said, at one point you might have felt guilty for liking it, but now it's something that everybody can enjoy. And for good reason, because it is a movie worth its weight.